In April 2014, Chris Kremers, 21, and Lisanne Froon, 22, two Dutch women with a shared passion for adventure, disappeared under mysterious circumstances while hiking in Panama. Their trip, designed as a mix of cultural immersion and volunteer work, ended tragically and left a haunting mystery that continues to puzzle investigators and the public. Chris and Lisanne, best friends from Amersfoort, Netherlands, had planned a 6-week trip to Panama. Their itinerary included volunteering at a local school in Boquete, improving their Spanish, and exploring the country's natural beauty. On April 1st, they decided to hike the popular El Pianista Trail, known for its scenic views but also for leading into dense and remote jungle beyond its endpoint. They carried a light backpack with essentials: a camera, their phones, some water, and personal items. Azul, the dog of their host family, accompanied them on the hike but returned home alone that evening. Chris and Lisanne never came back. When the women missed an important appointment on April 2nd, their host family became alarmed. By April 3rd, a full-scale search was launched, involving local authorities, indigenous guides, helicopters, and search dogs. Flyers were distributed, and search teams combed the area for weeks, but no trace of the women was found. The case took a chilling turn on June 14th, when a local woman discovered a blue backpack along the banks of the Culebra River, over 10 miles from the El Pianista Trail. The backpack belonged to Lisanne and was surprisingly intact despite being exposed to the elements. Inside were cash, both women's phones, Lisanne's camera, a water bottle, and personal items. The discovery provided key evidence that deepened the mystery. An analysis of the phones revealed troubling details. Emergency calls to 112, the Dutch emergency number, and 911, Panama's emergency number, began on April 1st, just hours into their hike. Over the next several days, more attempts were made to call for help, but none successfully connected due to poor reception in the area. By April 6th, Lisanne's phone battery had died, while Chris's iPhone showed activity until April 11th. However, several incorrect PIN entries during this time suggested that someone unfamiliar with the phone was trying to access it. Lisanne's camera contained over 90 photos, the first showing the women smiling on the trail on April 1st. The later photos, taken on the night of April 8th, were more disturbing, seemingly random images of rocks, vegetation, and what appeared to be markers made from sticks and plastic bags. One photo seemed to depict the back of Chris's head, possibly injured, though the image is blurry and inconclusive. Weeks later, search teams found human remains near the area where the backpack was discovered. A boot containing a foot, later identified as Lisanne's, was found along with fragments of Chris's pelvis. Other scattered bones from both women were located nearby. Forensic analysis revealed puzzling details. Lisanne's bones showed natural decomposition, but Chris's appeared unnaturally bleached, suggesting possible chemical treatment. Theories abound about what happened to Chris and Lisanne. Some believe they became lost in the jungle and succumbed to starvation, injury, or drowning. Others suspect foul play due to the strange condition of Chris's remains and the backpack's pristine state. Speculation about paranormal or supernatural involvement has also surfaced, fueled by the eerie photos and the mystery surrounding their disappearance. Some suggest Chris and Lisanne may have encountered someone with malicious intent. The region's remote trails and nearby villages have seen occasional reports of criminal activity, including robberies and assaults. Foul play could explain the unnatural bleaching of Chris's bones, suggesting tampering with evidence. The pristine condition of the backpack, found after an earlier search of the area, also raises suspicions of human involvement. While speculative, some believe the women may have been abducted by human traffickers or other criminal elements operating in the area. This theory suggests they were held captive for days before meeting a tragic end. The nighttime photos and incorrect PIN entries on Chris's phone might reflect attempts by someone else to manipulate their belongings. The region where Chris and Lisanne disappeared is home to indigenous communities, some of which have limited interaction with outsiders. It's possible the women unknowingly entered a sacred or restricted area, leading to a confrontation. While there is no evidence to support this directly, such theories often arise in cases involving unexplored or culturally complex areas. Some theories propose an animal attack, though there's no direct evidence to support this. The eerie photos and the strange circumstances of their disappearance have also led to speculation about paranormal involvement, though such ideas remain fringe. Criticism of the investigation has been widespread. Authorities were slow to act initially, evidence handling was inconsistent, and the case remains plagued by unanswered questions. Accusations of corruption and a lack of transparency have further complicated the search for truth. The disappearance of Chris Kremers and Lisanne Froon continues to baffle investigators and the public alike. It is a grim reminder of the dangers of exploring unfamiliar and remote areas, as well as the difficulty of finding closure in the face of tragedy.